Us battling the air conditioning at the moment, I think, is the double MotoGP world champion Pecco Bagnaia from the Ducati Lenovo team, winner of the Qatar and Jerez Grand Prix so far in 2024. Pecco second in the standings after 5 rounds. We welcome Gresini Racing's Marc Marquez. Marc, a winner in MotoGP here in Catalunya in 2014 and 2019. Third overall in the classification with 3 Tissot sprint second places. And Marc, the runner-up in the last 2 Grand Prix in Jerez and Le Mans. That first win feels like it's coming very, very soon. And completing today's lineup, we welcome Ducati Lenovo team rider Enea Bastianini. Enea 4th in the rankings, and it was here in Montmello 10 years ago. He took his first World Championship podium in Moto3 back in 2014. Welcome to all 4 of you, gentlemen. We'll start the press conference with Jorge. Jorge, confidence couldn't really be higher coming to Barcelona after that amazing weekend in Le Mans. Do you feel you can fight for another double win here in Catalunya to increase that points lead in the championship? And how much do you need to keep an eye on the Aprilias, given how strong they were here last year?
Yeah, well, let's see. For sure will be an interesting and challenging weekend. I'm really happy about the last result, but it's already past. Now we have to focus on this track. Normally, I remember last 2 seasons we struggled quite a lot with the grip, but I think all of us. Let's see how the new bike perform here. I think can be a bit better than last seasons, and we have some ideas also to try to be faster in case we need. For sure, last season Aprilia was on another level, so now the target is to close that gap. I think will be the target, and let's see. Nobody knows how the bike improved from one season to another one, or the tires. So I am confident that I feel in a good moment with my bike, and I can do a great job.
Pecco, the speed has been there the last couple of years here in Barcelona. Unfortunately, not the results. That scary incident for you at Turn 2 last year. Of course, how much are you looking forward to trying to create some good memories here in Barcelona and getting that first Sunday podium? Because, incredibly, this is one of the few tracks that you've never actually scored a Grand Prix podium on.
First of all, I hope to finish to close at least 3 corners this season. But last year was great. First 2 seasons in a row we were so competitive, and then in the Sunday race we had some issues that we didn't have the chance to finish the race. But last year was very competitive. I was feeling great. I was able to compete with the Aprilia, and in the Sunday race with the medium rear tire, I think our potential could be could have been very high, but nothing. So let's see this season. I think the new bike can help us a bit to maybe we'll have less grip but more turning, so could be a good compromise. But let's see. For sure Aprilia are the ones to beat.
Yeah, Marc, as both Jorge and Pecco said, the Aprilias will be very hard to beat this weekend. Of course, close to the wins for you in Jerez and Le Mans. You're going to have huge support as well from the grandstands here this weekend, Marc. Do you expect to be fighting for the win again this weekend? And you're only 40 points behind Jorge in the championship. You said after Le Mans you still feel like something's missing to be fighting for the championship. Can you explain what you feel that is?
I mean, it's missing the consistency of these 2 guys, especially they are fast every practice, they are fast every qualifying practice, and they are always on that top 3, top 5. So still, of course, I'm fast, of course, I feel competitive, of course, in Jerez and Le Mans I was super close to them, but yeah, I need to find this consistency. Will be an important challenge here in Montmeló, because it's one of tricky tracks for me. Plus, looks like with the new bike they gain on that long corners. But we will try to find our moment, our way to be fast and to compete with the top guys.
Marc, for the time being, thank you. And as we mentioned earlier, some great memories for you in Barcelona in the smaller classes, but a bit like Pecco, very difficult here in Catalunya the last 2 years in MotoGP. So how determined are you to put 2022 and 2023 behind you? And how do you feel this weekend in terms of your competitiveness? Because your lap times in Le Mans were incredible. Pecco's just getting a jacket to protect himself from the rather cold air conditioning. So is Enea as well. Some supplies coming in from the factory to Catalunya. No problem. You get yourself dressed and protect yourself from the elements. No worries.
Yeah.
I'm not really lucky during the Barcelona GP in the last 2 years for me. I remember from 2022 I'm crashed, and last year I have committed a big mistake in the turn number 1, and I'm crashed again with other rider, and well, let's see how will be this year. Will be better, and well, it's a strange race because the grip is too low. It's important to have a good base on the setup to work well, but let's see.
Now, at the moment, all 4 of you guys are creating a lot of headlines on the track with your amazing performances, but Jorge, Marc and Ane, you're certainly creating a lot of headlines off track as well, as there's a pretty intense fight to be Pecco's teammates in the factory Ducati team in 2025. Ducati boss Gigi Dall'Igna gave his thoughts recently, so let's watch this quick video.
And just finally, so much talk about next year and Pecco's teammate. Did today make that decision easier or more difficult?
No, for sure more difficult, I guess. But you know, this is my job, and I have to select the best possible rider for our factory team, and also the best possible rider also for the other Ducati team. So I have something to think during this week.
That was, of course, Ducati boss Gigi Dall'Igna talking immediately after the recent French Grand Prix, which was won by Jorge. So, Jorge, get your reactions to what Gigi just said there. And after Le Mans, you told us that you think the decision has already been taken. So, how confident are you that it's you that has been chosen? And your name has been mentioned with both KTM and Aprilia. Are you in talks with them? And if it's not Ducati, have you a preferred option?
Well, for sure, I mean, I think the results of Le Mans or Jerez or what happened here won't change the final thing, no? What is going to happen. I think I understand Ducati timings. I mean, they need to understand what they need, how to put everything together. So let's wait. For sure, in the next 2 weeks, I will decide my future for sure, because I will know Ducati decision also about my choices. For sure, also I'm pleased and happy that a lot of factories knocked my door. No, this for sure means we are doing a great job. So now it's time to wait. I cannot control what is going to happen the next week. So I will try to do my best here in Montmeló and Barcelona and Mugello, and then let's see what the future bring us.
Marc, just quickly on you, a lot of people think you're the favourite to be Pecco's teammate next year. What did you make of what Gigi said there? And looking at you specifically, would you be happy to have a factory bike in Gresini or in Pramac, or do you feel like you have to be in the factory team as well?
Yeah, of course. I mean, my situation changed a bit compared to last year. I mean, this year I was looking for to have fun, to try to find again the feelings, and step by step I'm coming back in a good level. So this is super important, and yeah, I'm super happy to fight with these guys. But of course, if you wanna fight for a championship, you can do it this year. But if you have easier life on the racetrack, this helps you. So every rider is looking for the best. I know which is my first idea. I'm very clever. I was clever on the past. I was clever last year, and I'm clever for next year, what I want to do. So, or what I need to be fast. So let's see if I can do a great job on the racetrack to have more options for my future.
I guess you're not going to tell us, but I have to ask, what is your clear idea?
Be fast on the racetrack and be with these 2 guys or close to them, because for me already, as I say in Jerez and I say in Le Mans, is already super happy to see that I'm fighting with them until the last corner. So yeah, are the 2 guys that were competing for the championship last year. Are the two strongest opponents out there. So yeah, I will try to continue working with what I have to find the maximum.
And just finally, Enea, of course, there is so much talk, but we have to remember right now the seat is yours. How optimistic are you about keeping it in 2025? And your name as well has been mentioned about a move back to Gresini, possible moves to Aprilia. Are they options that you're seriously considering if you can't stay with Pecco next season?
Yeah, well, I know he's probably the most difficult decision for Ducati at the moment, no? Because we are at the moment the top 4 on the World Championship stadium, and well, Pecco already have the contract, and he's out. And well, can be difficult the decision, but well, at the moment my seat is not bad. You know, the Ducati is so fast and in all the track, and also have improved compared last year. Every year we have something more, and we can be a factory rider also for the next year. But also I know the speed of other riders like Jorge or like Marc, and will be complicated. But I'm confident to stay here. But let's see.
I'm sure we're not going to have to wait too much longer. The decision possibly coming by Mugello next weekend at the Italian Grand Prix. For now, though, gentlemen, that's enough from me. We'll take questions, please, now from the media. Thank you.
Simon Patterson from The Race. Jorge, we saw in the last press conference at the end you looked pretty emotional. Can you talk to us a little bit about how important your relationship with Aleix has been?
Yeah, well, I spoke with him last week, and he was like, I'm not going to cry, I'm not going to cry, but finally I cried. For sure, he's a really important person in my life. I remember in 2013 I was his fan. I have some photos with him, and he didn't even know me. But then, you know, finally he's not only my friend, he's my brother. He's sometimes I'm his son, no? I join him for dinner with his family a lot of days in Andorra, and yeah, I think he's one of the most important persons in my life. So how I could not cry, no? And I'm so happy for him, because he needed a lot to, you know, to stop a bit, to be a lot with his family. So he will have time for himself. Now it will be even more difficult to follow him on the bicycle, but yeah, I'm so happy for him and his family.
Matteo Aglio from GP1 and La Stampa. A question to Pecco. Do you think that the memory of the crash of last year can affect in any way the approach to this weekend?
Last year was for sure one of the hardest crash in my career. Was huge, unexpected. Then Binder crossed my leg, so wasn't easy. But it's the past, and I already fought against this crash last year. And right now I'm just focused on the present, and I know perfectly why I crashed, the reason why. So. I think, and I'm 100% sure that will not affect anything about the weekend.
Yeah, hi, Adam Wheeler for the Paddock Pass podcast. And Marc, as the most experienced rider here, do you think it's a difficult time at the moment for riders in MotoGP, because there are a lot of riders coming in, maybe another 3 or 4 who want to come up from Moto2, and there's only so many teams and saddles, and so is it tricky to have maybe a long career like Aleix and stay so many years in the Premier class?
For me, I think it's super tricky for the teams. Why? Because looks like these last years, in the end, the rider make the difference. But depends a lot about the machine, and looks like the level is super equal. So if you check the lap times, you see that most of the riders deserve a MotoGP. But in the end, also are coming from Moto2 pushing a lot. So yeah, it's difficult to have a long career. Is the popular sentence that is not difficult to arrive, is difficult to keep it the level. So yeah, but it's the life. And this time was Aleix. He chose the decision, because sometimes you cannot choose. You just you don't have another option. So this is something that also is important for he retire, that he chose that he will be better at home.
Giovanni Zamagni, MotoIT and Sky TV. I have another question for you, Marc. You always say that this circuit is not so good for you. You can explain why? Thank you so much.
I mean, it was not so good, but always I was the fastest Honda most of the time. So yeah, in the end, I'm looking forward to understand how we can ride Ducati here. For that reason, will be interesting. But yeah, one of my strong points in the riding style is that stop and go. Here we don't have that stop and go corners. It's more flowing. So yeah, we need to understand or even maybe change a bit the setup or also try to put more effort in my riding style to be close to that guys. And the good thing is that I will have his data to compare well.
Hi, Mela Chércoles, Diario AS and Cadena SER. My question is for Martin, Marc and Enea. If you don't have for the next season the official Ducati as teammate of Pecco, I would like to know your opinion about the Aprilia that left Aleix for next season. Will be a good alternative, good option? Thank you.
Yeah, well, now, I mean, it's no sense to start thinking about what can be a good option or not. Now, we have to wait, so till that moment is difficult. For sure, there are a lot of brands, I mean, a lot. For sure, European brands, it seems like they are really in a good shape, like Aprilia and KTM. And also, for sure, Honda and Yamaha, with time, they will arrive, no? So let's wait, and then we will see, but there are really competitive options.
As Jorge say, I mean, looks like now the European manufacturers are in a very good level. Of course, for me, Ducati bike is the best one out there, or the most, the one that have more potential in all race tracks. So for that reason, last year I chose the direction of Ducati bike with the Gresini team, but because I was looking for the best bike that I think was out there and still is there. So yeah, but of course Aprilia and KTM are closer and closer, and yeah, they are in this case that you asked to me, Aprilia, Maverick proof that you can win races, and even Aleix last year was able to win here in Montmeló.
Well, like Marc and Jorge, can be an option. Can be an option for the future. He's a good manufacturer.
Progression.
A lot during this year, during the last 5 years, I think, and can be a good option. But let's see. We have to wait a little bit.
Hola. Hi, I'm Dario Montero. To Megan La Sexta, a question for Iñigo, Martin and Marquez. It's only a curiosity. How many times a day have you been asked about your future in the last 2 weeks?
Yeah, I don't know. It's impossible to count. Impossible to count.
A lot. But in the end, it's part of the show, and you enjoy it. So and we enjoy it. So let's see what we can do.
Me too. I've enjoyed a lot.
Like a soap opera.
I'm sure Pecco was happy he got his contract signed before the start of the season, so he avoided all the questions. OK, time now for MotoGP Social, guys. And this week, it's a game of Guess Who. So shortly, you'll see 5 quotes on screen, and you need to write down who said that.
Okay.
They could be a current or former rider, but we'll go one by one. So the first Guess Who said this is... We'll get the first quote up now, and you can find or work out who said the speed is back. Something is back.
Something is back.
Yeah. I mean, I could say it, but that's kind of giving away the answer. So the speed is back. What is back? This is a current MotoGP rider who said this.
¿Quién lo dijo?
¿Quién lo dijo?
Pecco was quick with his answer. He looks confident, actually, doesn't he, the world champion? So we'll let the others come up with their answer. Marc, have you got an answer? Have we all got an answer? Enea, Jorge?
We say?
Yeah, turn your boards around, guys. Who do we think he was? Pecco was first.
Bezzecchi.
Bezzecchi. You thought you said it yourself, Enea. OK, you said Valentino Rossi, and Marc said Jack Miller.
Jack Miller.
Guys, you were all wrong. It was Fabio Di Gianantonio.
Oh.
I think it was after Austin. in 2021 in the Moto2 Grand Prix, I believe. So
2021.
no questions.
2021,
Right.
he was Moto2, no?
Who said this one? Escape room. I would do it with Dua Lipa, and I wouldn't try to
don't know.
escape.
Maybe this is...
Which current or former MotoGP rider said that?
Let's wait. Let's say,
Are current MotoGP riders always?
This
current
not
Or can be in the
always.
can be from the past?
I'll give you this one is a current MotoGP rider.
O sea, muy caliente, eh?
So who said escape room? I would do it with Dua Lipa, and I wouldn't try to escape. Let us know when you all got answers, guys. Jorge's got his answer. Jorge, you were the first. Who you think it was Fabio Quartararo?
No.
Mark
went for
thinks it
Fabio.
was Jorge. Here we go. He's gone for Marco Bezzecchi again.
Again, Bezzecchi.
And who was? Aneo has gone for Digia.
Oh, okay.
And Pecco,
Fabio-
you're kicking
Fabio knows
yourself.
all the
No, it
famous.
was Frankie Morbidelli. Said Frankie Morbidelli was the answer.
No.
Okay, so we haven't got anybody's got one right so far. Okay, this was number 3. This one's a little bit easier. I know that the time management wasn't the best, but this is also nice for TV. Who said that?
Miller.
Pecco's gone for Miller.
Me too.
Jorge's gone for Miller. Everybody's gone for Jack Miller. Guys, this was round 1 in Qatar. It was the rookie, Pedro Acosta. After his brilliant performance in the opening night in Qatar, it was Pecco.
We are not so
It
good
was
at
Jack,
this plays the
100%.
game.
But your
We've got
mistake.
2 left guys to redeem yourselves here. Who said it's difficult even for a kangaroo to kiss me? This is an ex-MotoGP rider. Not too far in the past, but he no longer rides in MotoGP. Who said this rider has a great sense of humour? Who said it's difficult even for a kangaroo
Ya lo
to kiss
tengo.
me? Pecco's gone for Remy Gardner, thinking about the Australian connection, I'm sure there. Jorge, have you got an answer?
Not yet.
Mark's gone for Danilo Petrucci. Good answer to that one. Like that one.
I don't know.
What are we saying?
I don't want to copy. I go for Valentino.
Anea's also gone for an Australian theme with KC. Jorge
I go
Martin,
for
number
Valentino
46. I can say Marc Marquez now leads the competition. It was Danilo Petrucci. Well done, Mark. So the last one. Sorry to the Italians, but I like
know.
pineapple on pizza.
Yeah.
I think we all know who the answer to this question was. Anea, we're just waiting for him. I think
It's illegal also to ride it, eh?
He made a video, I think, this week in the Grazzini Hospitality where he was making a It was, of course, Alex Marquez. Mark, have you tried a pineapple pizza with your brother?
I was eating a lot of pineapple pizza, but not anymore. But he still is going. Last Sunday we ordered pizza and we go to the pineapple pizza.
Still pushing for the pineapple.
Yes.
Well, let's ask the Italians. Pecco and Anea, come on, pineapple on pizza, guys?
It's impossible.
I never try and I don't want to try.
Okay, if you can sign your boards. Mark was the winner of that excellent competition. Sign your boards, guys, and we'll get you to pose for the official photograph. One with the boards first, and then we'll do one without. So if you can all stand together, get a little bit closer together, guys. That's it, perfect. And just one quickly without the boards, thank you. Okay, thank you very much.